Hey, doctor, the president continues to push this malaria medicine. It couldn't have been more direct today. He said people should just take it. What do you say? And can you fill our audience in on something we're hearing more about? It's these antibody tests.
Sure. So when it comes to hydroxychloroquine, everybody shouldn't just take it. This is a drug that needs to be studied in a randomized controlled trial to know whether or not it works, who it works on, what the dose is, what the side effect profile is. It's true that this is a drug that's approved and been given to lots of patients with lupus, and there's a derivative that's used for malaria, but we want to make sure that we're actually using it correctly. And it does have in vitro activity, and I've prescribed it to patients that are hospitalized with pneumonia from coronavirus, but I'm not giving it to every patient, and I'm doing it according to a protocol. And at the same time, I really want a randomized controlled trial to help us. So I don't think it's the right thing to tell people to go out and get it and create an increased demand for something that isn't quite proven. It should be given in a controlled setting. Antibody tests are a really important tool that we will start to have come online in many different places around the country. What that will do is tell us if someone has been exposed to this virus. Maybe they had mild illnesses, maybe they didn't have any symptoms at all. And that will help us understand where this has spread. And some of those people will likely be immune from infection, meaning that they can go about their lives. They can be the ones that are working again. They can help bring the economy back to life. So it's really important that we get antibody tests out there because it is a way forward into the next phase of this pandemic response.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.